All right, and welcome. So, I'm going to get into this game. This was a 4v4. I got invited by one of my Twitch viewers who's a cool guy, and it's a bunch of pretty high level players here. And my big thing is I want to look at VolcanLoup. VolcanLoup is, I think, number 2 on the ladder. I mean, he's super, super high. And we also have Big Dragon, Eduardios, Combi Liho, Not a Theist is me, and Arcade's Rags, and AX Propiania. I don't know too many of these guys personally, but I got invited to this 4v4. It was a little hectic for me. I wasn't really prepared. I didn't really know what was going on. So all I remember is VolcanLoup was way better than everyone else. And I really am curious what he did and why and how it was different and what made it better and all of that. Because a really high level player to me is an impressive thing. Because I really try at this game. I try to constantly build villagers. I try to get my upgrades at the right time. I try to follow build orders. And still, when I play, with really, top, 10, 15, 20 guys, they're just on a different level. They just really are on a different level. So I have his view here. I have his download here. I want to see what he's doing, where he's clicking, how, why, what, where, and when. So he's fishing. He has his horse. His little Hunnic horse. He's the Huns. Huns don't really have any eco upgrades, right? Like, off the bat. Alright, he's just marking different spots. He's just making his vills. I mean, he's not doing anything, like unusual at the moment. Ah, I see. I'm clicking on what he sees. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna turn the view lock off for a moment. I want to just kind of look. But what I want to see really is when does he get the big advantage? When does his eco take off? Right now he's actually at less vills than I am. I'm at 8. He's at 7. Right. So at some point he's gonna, turn it on. This is me over here. I'm going for Elephant. Not my best elephant lore. I'm still afraid to use the houses. The houses scare me. I'll be honest. So I haven't made videos in a while because I have a video card for my computer that I'm trying to install, and I live in Guatemala, and finding a 6-pin PCI splitter is like the hardest thing in the world. So yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. But I didn't want to wait to make a video anymore. This is my teammate. So this was my other problem. I was thrown into this 4v4, kind of not ready for it, and I wasn't even sure who my teammates were. I know it's by color and number and all that, but yeah, I just wasn't really I just wasn't really feeling it at the time. I remember this. All right, he's getting another elephant. I mean, Vill counts, right now we're all kind of right around the same. Gray's struggling. What's Gray doing? Oh, they actually gave me a handicap, if I remember correctly. They were like, you're not even ready for this. So we're going to give you a 10% handicap, I think. I think Eduardios got a handicap as well. I don't know if there's a way for me to look at that and see right now. But most I want to focus on VolcanLoup. I think he was head and shoulders above everyone. But, I mean, there was good players in this game. For sure. So it should be by color, right? So we have yellow, who is AX Propia. AX Propia, he's doing his thing. I like this location a lot, actually. He's got the fish, and he's very close to the wood line. Green would be one of my teammates, and he is similar situation. Green close to the wood line, got the gold right there. VolcanLoup, he is kind of in the same situation. He's got one little pond. He's got the wood line right behind him. I ended up kind of being in the middle here. This is just where like my villagers started, but I do have 3 of these little lakes here, so these little ponds. So I kind of like that. Not too bad. We have Combi Liho, who's up here. He's got a very far away back wood line, and he's got one little pond near his town center. I mean, everyone kind of started in the same way. Red, who is on Loop's team, he's got 2 nice little ponds. He walled in his wood line. Pretty smart, pretty good. He is right next to Yellow. Oh no, this isn't yellow, this is orange. I swear orange was on my team. I don't understand how teams work, I'll be honest, because I thought that it was by number and color, and it just doesn't seem like it is. So I honestly don't know what the teams are here. Is there a way for me to find out? I guess I can look here. Oh, can I look in, like, diplomacy? Chat. Allies, enemies, everyone, custom. Right, that doesn't help me out at all. Alright, so that's something I need to learn about this game that I play 5 hours a day. I don't do a lot of custom games, though, so I think that's why it's throwing me off a little bit. But, okay. Back to the game. So, VolcanLoup is at 21 vills. He does not need to build houses because he's the Huns. Blue, interesting. He put a mill with his 1 villager. That's interesting. I wouldn't think that would be worth it. But I guess instead of like walking all the way back, like you're just using 100 wood to get the res there. And as long as that vill doesn't really die or anything, I mean, it's not... You're spending 100 wood on 1 vill to get 2, 4, 6, like 800 food maybe. So, okay. Let's see what I'm doing. Kind of walling in my base a little bit. I have a mill on both of these lakes here, actually. Not bad. I like that. One's a little more efficient than the other because I have to walk farther, but that's okay. And I'm going to gold. VolcanLoup is on the way up at 23 vills. Combi Liho is at 24. Eduardo's is at 24. And let's see, where am I? I am at 22. And I'm sure I'm already up in Feudal Age, actually. So I went up before most other players. I do love this map. 4v4 custom games is a little bit crazy for me. All right, so he built a mill over on the side here. It's just, all right, here's the reason why it's crazy for me. Because I got invited into this, and there's more than 8 people in the chat. Because there's people who are just, like, joining over and over again. And everyone's talking. And it's confusing who is saying what to who. And you can hear the other team, you can hear your team, you can hear the other team talking strategy, you can hear your team talking strategy. You know, I prefer maybe just the 4 of us in one chat, and we can all just kind of strategize together. All right, I want to go back to the view lock for Volcan. Looks like he's just gathering hunt, gathering fish, checking his TC, making sure his TC's all doing his thing. Mostly getting, gotta mark up, blue's marking yellow, or yellow's marking blue. Yellow's getting attacked. By green. VolcanLoup is kind of just checking them out. Not offering to help. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, so where we are Vill-wise here. I have the Vill lead. I'm actually super impressed by myself. I have 30. VolcanLoup has 25. So he has like 25. Let me see if I can get like resources. Yeah, here, resources. Okay. So this is total resources, not like what you have now. I've got, no, this is what you have now, because I just looked up. So let's click up the Castle Age. So VolcanLoup is a lot heavier on wood than the rest of us, it looks like. Alright, so he's got the Feudal Age. Let's see what he's doing right away. Or Castle Age. So he's getting a second town center right away. And a third town center right away. Whereas if we look at my base, I just have the one town center. And I don't know if I have... I got some idle bills here, nice. Don't know if I have plans for another town center. I remember I sent to this wood line over here eventually. I didn't really like... I'm just in the center of the map, you know? Tough spot to be. But now I'm in Castle Age. Still have some idle bills. Not bad. Every time I look back on one of my games, I always have so many idle bills, and I'm just like, what is going on here? Alright, so green is absolutely annihilating yellow. Putting towers up on them. Pretty sure yellow was my teammate. So, not great. He's putting towers up on him. He's doing his thing. Volcan is building his two extra town centers, and he's gonna get a nice hard boom going. So he's at 29 vills, which is actually low. Blue is at 37, and red is at 35. Let's see what I'm at. I'm at 33. So he is a little lower on villagers, but he has the 2 town centers up. And absolutely 0 military. Green is just annihilating yellow right now. We got Volcan. Let's see when he starts taking the Vil lead here. I'm curious about. So Combi Liho is at 47 Vils. VolcanLoup is at 41, and he's banging them out of all 4 of his town centers now. So he's basically just 100% focused on economy and super booming. Score-wise, he's kind of like in the middle with everyone else. So I think the main difference here is, yeah, so yellow came over here, so yellow was on my team. Yeah, I don't understand these teams, like why it's not clear who's on what team. I guess that's just the way that it goes. But red is down here. Orange is on my team as well. And orange is attacking red. Let's see if I built anything yet. If I built any army. So I have my second town center. I'm getting a castle up. And a defensive castle. And then that's it. I have no military to speak of. I had a couple experiment that were kind of just doing their thing, but that was it. So right now is where VolcanLoup is taking the score lead, and it's because of his 5 town centers just doing what he does. So I am at 50 Vils, which I feel pretty good about. I don't think it's terrible at this spot. He's at 61, and Combi Liho is at 62. So Combi Liho, who is here, is now building another town center. He's got 1 town center there. And he's got 2 here. So he was on 3 town centers, probably for a little bit longer. He's getting attacked. I mean, it's a balance, right? You know, if you build town centers, you don't build the military as fast. But when you do build it, you really push it out. So let's see what the Vil count is right now. This is what I'm curious about. So VolcanLoup is at 69. Combi Liho is at 69. VolcanLoup is now at 73, so I mean he's pumping them out, you know, 4 at a time basically. He's got 26 on food. It's mostly in farming, it looks like, at this point. Yeah, mostly in farming. He does have a handful on fish over here. He's got like 4 on fish, it looks like. Orange attacking red base. Yellow, I think, is completely dead. So yellow, I'm pretty sure, was my teammate, and green. So it's green, purple, red on one team. Orange, teal, blue, and gray on the other team. So we're missing one. Green, purple, red on one team. Green, purple, red. And then orange, teal, blue, gray. That leaves yellow, who was on my team. So it's yellow, blue, teal, orange versus red, purple, green, gray. Okay, so, okay. Sorry, I got it kind of figured out. I don't know why it has to be confusing, but it is. It's fine. All right, let's see where we're at with the build count here. So 98 vills for Combi Liho, 105 for VolcanLoup, and I'm at 65. So 65 is kind of where I started building my military around that point and stopped with the build production as fast. And I think I'm only on 2 town centers. So what I'm trying to learn. You know, I'm trying to learn. Like, I think this delaying the military a little bit. You know, like I'm building a castle here, right? So if this was an actual, like, strategic team game, leaving the best player to be in the corner to boom by himself is probably the worst thing we could have done. So he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 town centers. Yeah, 6 town centers, and not a single military built, and not a single attack done. So yeah, I mean that's kind of on us. If we're talking strategy, that's not the best strategy to take. So apologize, teammates. You know, orange and red. I mean, they're so close together; they're just fighting the whole time. Right? I was trying to help attack red. Figured, hey, get rid of red early, and then go from there. I really haven't been attacked. Maybe a couple little things here and there, a couple little raids, but nothing major. Right now, gray is attacking green. I'm sorry, it's attacking blue, and yellow, who yellow relocated over to blue base. And if we're looking at the score right now, so VolcanLoup is now at 4,000. Next highest player is at 3,500. I'm at around 3,000. And that's all economy from purple here. Purple right now is at 142 villagers. The next highest is at 92. Okay, so that explains it. It just he was able to just sit back and boom kind of perfectly. You know, I don't know when he got his upgrades. I don't know everything else, but I mean that was the difference. He was just never really challenged by anyone on our team. He also never made military. You know, I mean, if he got attacked, I'd like to see what would have happened there. But it was mostly green and gray over here who were double teaming yellow early on. These idle vills, man. I didn't like my position because I didn't like being in the middle here. Like I really wanted to have something safer on like the wood line, but it just happened to be where I spawned was kind of more in the middle. It wasn't the worst, but yeah. And now VolcanLoup is at 141 villagers, 1 military, which is about to change, I'm sure. Let's see what he's doing, what he's building up over here. So he's got stables on top of stables on top of stables. He's got 3,000 gold in the bank, 2,500 food in the bank, 1,000 stone in the bank, and 141 villagers. Just working away, chugging away, getting everything. This is when his score lead really takes off. He's at 5,000. So, all right. So basically, this game, this is when I decide like I need to, put some pressure on this guy. I think I saw him get to Imperial Age, and I was like, all right, let me just send what I have. And I got these battle elephants. Deny the castle. Does he have the upgrade? He has everything but the second attack upgrade. Looks like. But look at that production. He's got the economy down. He's banging out 10 knights at a time. Still at 140 villagers. I was at 97 villagers. Combi Liho was at 128 villagers. I guess I could have been this guy. Orange over here. Orange is on my team. All of my army just went down. Let's see. I did not have good production building set up, as I recall. I wanted to go elephants. I was also playing as a Malay, which I never play as. I just did random. I think we all went. We probably did not all go random. Based on 2 players being Huns, I don't think we went random. But I went random because why not? Why not make life hard? All right, so Loop has stopped his build production at 140. I'm up to 113, but right now Loop has just had such a good economy for so long that he's able to just steamroll right now. They've got Cavalier, full upgrades. He's got 50 Cavalier just running rampant out there, destroying town centers, destroying everything. Oh, and he's sending resources to green. He must just have so many resources. He's got such a high economy. And now we start quitting. Yellow and orange. Blue quits, and then I'm about to quit. What an insane. I mean, you can't let the best player sit back and boom. I guess that's my takeaway from this game. Don't do that. Maybe go ahead and, attack him a little bit earlier than that. I mean, red was mostly dead at this point. I think orange kind of killed red for the most part. He had to relocate. But even just, I think I didn't quit here because I didn't know that my teammates had all quit. I wasn't really paying attention to who my teammates were. This is like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night for me, I think. So, all right, I learned a few things. I mean, I was more impressed during the game than I am now watching it back, because during the game I was like, how is this guy's score so high? But it was because I thought, okay, he's actually attacking, he's actually doing other stuff, he's defending. No, that's not the case. He was just sitting back and booming, which is a talent in itself, don't get me wrong, but it certainly is a lot easier to do that than to attack and to defend attacks. So note to self, don't let the best player go back and boom. And he wasn't afraid. Like, he embraced the boom, as they say. Like, he basically made, 6 town centers, I think? Made 4 town centers as early in Castle Age as possible, and then just let it steamroll, and then added 2 more later on until he got to about 140 pop, and then decided it was time for Imperial Agent to make army. So, all right, G to the G. I like it. I'm gonna post this up on the YouTubes, and I'm gonna go stream. See ya.